welcome to another lookbook video. I am so beyond tired. I know I say this in like every single video, but you know, I've been working a lot this past weekend, so yeah, it's always a lot this weekend. So I primed my eyes with the Anastasia eye primer, and then I used my Kaja lip oil, and then I set my eyes with the Dior powder. And then for my eyeshadow today, I finally went into the new palette that I got from Odens Eye, and this is the Christmas Eve palette. I actually didn't film a first impressions on this today. I'm going to film a first impressions on it tomorrow, because I wasn't sure if I was going to use this palette fully today, but I ended up using it fully and doing a full look with it, and I thought it turned out really pretty. I bought this like gray sparkly sweater from Lucky Brand like a couple days ago, and I wanted to wear it today. I felt like a Christmas light today, and I loved it. So I went in with some of the cooler tones today. So I went in with the shade Ice Crystal in the crease. Then I darkened up the crease more with Nowhere. Sorry, my neck is killing me in this chair. And then for my outer corners, I went in with Night Sky, but then I mostly covered it over with Christmas Eve because I kind of really wanted that blue shade. But mixing them both together kind of made it like a dark bluish gray almost, so it kind of totally worked. And then for my lid, I wanted to go in with the shade Snowflake, and that is such a stunning silver shade. I love it so much. And then for the lower lash line, I went in with Silvery Dream first on the inner corners. That was a really pretty shade as well. And then I really wanted to use the multi-chrome in some kind of way. So I just took the shade Gorgeous, which is this stunning like blue to purple shimmer, and I kind of just threw it on the inner like third of the eye. And it's so beautiful on the lower lash line. And then for the rest of the lower lash line, I just went in with the shade Nowhere again, but it kind of wore off, but I was not going to reapply it. I'm sorry, but I was just too tired to redo it. But yeah, this palette's beautiful. I expected nothing less from these. These are like my favorite palettes from Odens Eye anyway. They're both such amazing quality. And then I went in with Brighter Days from Blend Bunny on the brow bone from the Forget Me Not palette. And then for my waterline, I went in with the Makeup Forever black liner in the shade Whatever Black. And then for my mascara, I went in with the Essence Lash Primer, and then I used the Lancome Idol mascara, and then I used the Lash Discovery by Maybelline on the Boltum lashes, and then I primed my face with the Do It spray and the e.l.f. Power Grip primer. And then for my foundation, I went in with the Glossier foundation again in the shade Very Light. And then for my concealer, I went in with the Tarte concealer, the Tarte C Hydroflex concealer in the shade Porcelain Sand. And then I set my under eyes with the Pat McGrath powder. Sorry, my nose is running. It's like, bitch, take your makeup off. And then I set my face with the Dior powder again. And then for my bronzer, blush, and highlights, I went in with the Pat McGrath Labs bronzer in the shade Naked Desire, because I love this. This is the blush. I went in with the bronzer as well. So I went in with the shade Naked Desire. I love this bronzer. And then for the blush, I just went in with the shade Nude Venus from Pat McGrath as well. I love this blush. And then for my highlight, I went in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Highlighter in the shade Snowflake. And it's stunning. I love using this shade in the fall and winter time. And then I set my face with the Milk Setting Spray, and then I set my brows with the ColourPop Brow Blush Gel. I forgot to use the e.l.f. one today because I just needed to get out of the house, and I just forgot. So I just went in with the clear one, which is not really a huge deal. And then for my lips, I went in with the ColourPop Beeper lip liner. And then for my lips, I went in with the Makeup by Mario Liquid Lip Suede in the shade I don't know what shade this is because it doesn't say a shade. It's like the lightest nude shade, but I don't know what it is. So, yeah, that's it. I'm going to go because I have to work again tomorrow and I want to relax. I'm so tired. So, bye. Okay, so hey there, guys. I want to tell you guys about my makeup look for today. So, I did work today. I'm really tired. Really tired. So, I primed my eyes with the Anastasia eye primer and then I used the Kaja lip oil, and then I set my eyes with the Urban Decay pressed powder. And then for my eyeshadow, like I said, I was going to go back into the Christmas Eve palette by Odens Eye today. So I went in with the shade Lemont Tart, and honestly, I didn't know how well yellow went with blue. I don't really do that combo that much. I do orange and blue quite a bit, or purple and orange. Even green and orange, but yellow and blue I've never really put together, and it's a stunning combo. I'm literally obsessed with it. Like, after I use this shade is so stunning. It held its pigmentation like all day. And then I went in with Softly to define the crease, and then I went in with the same shade I used yesterday, Christmas Eve, on the outer corners. And then for my lid, I had to go in with the shade Blue Star, and it's such a stunning, like, shifty blue. And then for my lower lash line, I went in with Softly again on the lower lash line. And then for the inner corners, I went in with Snow Light. And then I wanted to use a tiny bit of Blue Ice on the lower lash line. I literally felt like a Christmas light today. Like, this shade Blue Star is so beautiful. So, can't wait to use it more. And then I just used Brighter Days on the brow bone. And then for my base, I went in with the Do It Spray and the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, and then I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Foundation in the shade 110C. And then for my concealer, I went in with the LYS Triple Fix Concealer in the shade LG3, and then I set my under eyes with the Pat McGrath Labs powder, and then I set my face with the Urban Decay powder. And then for my waterline, I just went in with the Anywhere Black by Makeup Forever. And then for my mascara, I went in with the Gwen Stefani mascara. And I just went in with the Lash Discovery on the bottom lashes. And then for my bronzer, I just went in with the House Labs bronzer again. I've just been using this a lot because it's just such an easy pigmented bronzer. And then for my blush, I wanted to go into something more yellow tone. So I used the Clarity Cosmetics one again in the shade Honey Mustard. This is such a good blush. It lasts like all day. And then for my highlight, I went into the Artist Couture highlighter in the shade Illuminati. It's a okay highlighter. It's pretty. It's actually really pretty, but I feel like I should have went in with something else, but whatever. I just didn't have the time. I was like, whatever, I'll just use a loose highlighter. And then I set my face with the Milk Setting Spray, and I set my brows with the e.l.f. Wow Brow. And then for my lips, I didn't really have time. Actually, I went in with the ColourPop lip liner in the shade Beeper. And then for my lips, I went into the Gucci lipstick in the shade Penny Beige. I love this lipstick. It's so pretty. And it was such a good shade for this. So yeah, I'm going to go because I want to sit down, relax, and watch stuff with my family. So bye. Okay, so hey there, guys. I wanted to tell you guys about my makeup look for today. I did work. I'm really tired. I decided to work instead of seeing my boyfriend because my manager was going to be on by himself all day until like 5. And I was like, I guess I'll take the hours, but I am so exhausted. Like, I haven't worked this long, this many days in a row in a long time, but it's mostly my feet and my legs hurt. I mean, not really my legs. Like, my thighs are always fine. I feel like my thighs and my legs are, like, the strongest part of my body. It's my fucking feet. And then it's, like, usually my neck or, like, my back, so yeah, so I really love how this look turned out. I'm obsessed. So I primed my eyes with but only one person gave me a compliment at work. Like, one customer. Like, nobody else said shit. But I think it turned out so pretty. So I primed my eyes with the Anastasia eye primer and then the Kaja lip oil. And then I set my eyes with the Urban Decay pressed powder. And then for my eyeshadow, I went in with the Christmas Eve palette by Odens Eye again. I am really, really enjoying this palette, so I just want to use it as much as possible, and I don't care if you're getting sick of it because I want to use it. Like, this is literally the only palette that I have to test out right now. I've worn all my other palettes multiple times and gotten multiple uses out of my other new palettes, so I really wanted to take advantage of using this one this week. So I just used 2 mattes today, but I wanted to do like a reverse kind of eye. So I went in with the Christmas Eve shade on the inner part. And then I just took the shade Le Mauve Tarte and put it on the outer part. But then I also like pulled it inward because it was a little bit too much blue at first. I'm like, I want it to be blue, but not like crazy when I'm at work. Like, I don't mind doing super bold looks, but the blue was like a little bit too much. So I kind of pulled the yellow a bit over the blue in the middle, and it turned out so pretty. And then for most of the lid, I went in with the shade Snow Light. And oh my god, these shimmers are incredible. And then I wanted to use a bit of the multi-chrome, so I just took that on the inner part and also put it on the inner corners. And that's all I did. And I think it turned out so cool looking. I probably should have put the yellow on the lower lash line as well, but honestly, I like how simple this was, and honestly, this is such a cool way to wear blue, and I'm just obsessed with the yellow blue combo that I've been wanting to do that like every time I wear this palette. So I need to figure out a way to use the green though, and I still do need to use the multi-chrome on the lid. So far I've used this shade, and this shade. I think tomorrow I'm going to do a blue look with these shades and then figure out probably the silver shade on the inner corners, but that's probably what I'm going to do tomorrow because I really want to do a blue look with it. And then for the waterline, I just used the Makeup Forever liner in the shade Black, this one right here. And then I used the Essence Lash Primer, and then I finally found the Benefit Fan Fest mascara. It was just in the back of my chaotic room. My room is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Like, you have no idea how messy it is. I mean, it's not like as bad as other people's rooms. I just have a lot of shit. But my floor, at least you can see my floor. Okay, and I have no food in here, so. So I used the Benefit Fan Fest mascara. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, and then I used the Maybelline Lash Discovery on the bottom lashes. And then for my face, I just used the Do It Spray and the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. And then for my foundation, I just grabbed the Makeup by Mario one because I didn't really have time to figure out which one I wanted to use because I didn't lay out my foundation. I just kept the palette out. So I usually lay out my makeup before I do it, but I just didn't today. I was trying to find the shirt that I wanted to wear with this patchwork sweater. I wore this patchwork sweater because I knew I wanted to wear this eyeshadow with this palette with it because it's like the colors are the same. So I just used the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Foundation in the shade 1C. And then for my concealer, I just went in with the coinciding concealer in the shade 120. And then I set my under eyes with the Pat McGrath powder. And then I set my face with the Urban Decay pressed powder. And this concealer's good, but I feel like it kind of makes me look pretty aged by the end of the day. Oh my god, my nail is breaking like really badly, actually. That's not great. And then for my bronzer, I think I went in with the Makeup by Mario one just because I wanted a soft bronze today. I didn't want anything too crazy, so I just used the Soft Sculpt bronzer in the shade Light. And then for my blush, I used the Clarity Cosmetics blush in the shade Boo Thing because I just wanted to go into the other shade and use it again. I used the yellow yesterday and then I used this one today, so why not use both of them? And then for my highlight, I went into the Game Beauty Elemental Pearl highlighter in the shade Geo. It's just so stunning and it looked so good with this look, and I hadn't used it in a little while, so I just figured just to go in with that. And then I set my face with the Makeup Setting Spray, and then I set my brows with the e.l.f. Wow Brow. And then for my lips, what did I just draw? A makeup brush. I always drop everything. And then for my lip liner, I went into the Half Magic Beauty liner in the shade, which one did I use? Was it Ballerino? I think it was the lighter one. No, I think it was this one. This Hot Potato shade. I love this lip liner so much. It's so gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. And then for my lip stick, I just went into one of the lippies from Odens Eye. I used the Odens Eye liquid lipstick by Angelica Nyquist in the shade Swamp Fog because it's such a pretty, like, mustardy yellow shade. And yeah, that's it. So tomorrow I'm seeing Wish. And I'm finally seeing my friends tomorrow. I'm like, I haven't seen my friends in like a week and a half. I'm like, I need to see my friends. I need to have a drink with my friends and see a movie. And I'm so excited. I'm really excited to see this movie. I think it's going to be really cute. So yeah, that's it. Bye. Okay, so hey there guys, I want to tell you guys about my makeup look for today. I would have told you with my makeup on still, but I wasn't really liking how my makeup looked when I came home, and I wasn't going to fix it again because I didn't feel like it. So here we are. I don't need it to be super bright because I'm not wearing my makeup anymore. So anyway, I went to see Wish tonight with my friends, and it was a really good movie. It was really cute. I don't know why people are hating on it so much. I mean, I understand that people are like annoyed with all the like wokeness that Disney has been incorporating into their movies lately, but they didn't really do that in this one. I don't know. I thought it was really cute. I liked it a lot. The music was great. It's just a fun, cute movie. So I'm glad we saw it. I have no complaints really. I mean, it wasn't like as good as Frozen or Tangled, but it was still a good movie. Like I liked it more than Encanto, like because this one didn't like require a whole journey. It was just her in the castle saving people's wishes, but it was cute. Like I don't know, I liked it. So I primed my eyes with and we went to Fridays before that because we usually always go to Fridays before um the movie theater that we go to because it's like right in that same shopping center, and Fridays is like the easiest, cheapest place to eat before the movie. So I primed my eyes with the Anastasia eye primer, and then I used the Kajal lip oil, and then I set my eyes with the Urban Decay pressed powder. And then for my eyeshadow, I just went into a couple of shadows in this palette. I didn't use this palette fully today. I originally was going to do a blue look, but then I decided I wanted to do like more of a purpley look. So I went in with the shade Nowhere first. Also because she is wearing like a purple dress in the movie, like the princess, Asha. So I was like kind of wanting to echo like a bit of that with the purple because I wanted to do a blue look, but it's like we're not seeing Frozen. Like I wanted to do more purple. And I've been wearing a lot of blue lately. And then for my defining shade, I just took this one shade from the Laminatrix palette called Intimate because I wanted to deepen up the purple, so I just used that to deepen it up more. I did originally go in with the shade Softly from the Christmas Eve palette, but it didn't really work with that, so because I was trying to deepen it up with this shade, but that didn't really work because this shade was already darker. So I decided to go in with another purple. And then for the outer corners, I went into the Forget Me Not palette by Blend Bunny. And I used the shade Say Yes, which is this one right here. And I used Brighter Days on the brow bone. But I wanted something like deeper for the outer corners, obviously. But I don't know if these like formulas played the best together. They were a little bit dry the way that they applied, but also I think that's because I mistakenly used the other shade first. So I think that kind of messed it up a little bit and didn't make it blend as well as I would have liked it to. But you live and learn. And then for my lid shade, I really wanted to go in with the shade Gorgeous because I really wanted to use the multi-chrome finally. So I used that shade and that was stunning. And then I didn't do anything to the lower lash line. I just went in with the shade Wonderful, which is that lavender on the inner corners. So now I've used this shade, this shade, this shade, and this shade. So I still have 4 other shades to use. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this palette tomorrow, but we will see. So those are all the shades that I used. So like I said, I only used like 3 shades. I kind of wish there was like a deeper purple in this palette instead of this green, then I think it would have been perfect. Like, I feel like if this was a deep purple, I feel like I could do the looks that I would want to do with this palette, but I don't know. It's not as great as the Merry Christmas palette. That palette's like perfect to me. And then for my waterline, I went into, but they're still beautiful shades. Like, I still love the palette. I just went in with my black liner. No, I didn't use the black liner. Where the hell did I put it? I used Charmer by ColourPop. Is it this one right here? No, that's the red one. Where the F is the ColourPop one? Well, I used the shade Charmer. I'm pretty sure you can still get that shade, so. And then for my mascara, I just went in with my Tarte Lip Mascara, the tubing one, and then I just used the Lash Discovery on the bottom lashes. I'm tired now. I didn't even get to sit down today because I needed to wash my hair, and then I just had lunch after that and did a load of laundry. That's all I did before I got ready. And then one of my friends wanted to catch up, so I was talking to him like the whole time I was getting ready, so I didn't really have time. Even though today was supposed to be a down day, it really wasn't. Because I needed to dry my hair, but it's okay. Hopefully I'll get some rest soon. I did get some rest yesterday before I had to go to work. That was about it. And then for my face, I primed with the Do It spray, and then the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, and then for my foundation, I went in with the Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Sublime Foundation. I don't know if I love this foundation anymore. It looked good, but it kind of wore all off my nose by the end of the night. This is the shade Light 1. I don't know if I'm going to end up decluttering this, because, like, I feel like I want to get, like, a new long wear foundation. If you hear creaking, that's my space heater, because it is, like, 30 degrees right now in New York. And it might drop to be even colder, like 20-something, in the fall. It's not even winter yet, and I feel like we barely had a fall this season, but it's freezing. So if you hear creaking, it's the space heater, because I can't not have it here. The heater, because I can't have it off, because it's too cold without it. And then for my concealer, I went into the Cover FX Power Play Concealer in the shade N Fair 2. And then I set my under eyes with the Pat McGrath Labs powder, and then I set my face with the Urban Decay pressed powder. Sorry, for my bronzer, I went into the Gucci bronzer in the shade 01. And then for my blush, I went into the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Bare Cheeks palette. And I used the shade Love Me. But then I also went into a tiny bit of Stripped, because those are just really good purple shades, so I just used those. And then for my highlight, I just went back into the Odens Eye highlighter again in the shade. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I want to get right into the bed after this. Like, at least I took a shower earlier today, so I don't have to take a shower. I used the Soleil Moonlight Feel highlighter in the shade Pink Star, which is just a beautiful purpley greenish shade. And then I just set my face with my Milk Makeup Spray, and then I set my brows with the e.l.f. Wow Brow. And then for my lips, I used the e.l.f. Not the e.l.f., the Essence lip liner in the shade Sucker for Gray. And then for the lips, I went into the ColourPop ColourPop Fresh Kiss lip cream in the shade Baby Spice. It's really pretty, like, pinky purpley nude. I gotta go. I'm tired. I'm just seeing my boyfriend Wednesday and Thursday, and then I work on Friday, so bye. Okay, so hi. I want to tell you guys about my makeup look for today, but I lost the clip of me talking and saying what I used and what the look looked like when it was finished, and I really liked the look, but I do have like a little clip of me getting ready. It's not finished, but it's mostly finished, but I mostly wanted to show you guys the eye look, but it's not the finished look with the lippy on and everything, but mostly everything is on. So I'm just so fucking annoyed because sometimes the when I record the clips with the photo booth. For some reason, if I don't like close it out properly sometimes, or I don't even know why it didn't save, honestly. It didn't say that it didn't save when I filmed it. I think when I close it too fast, sometimes it won't save properly. I don't even know what happened. So I'm just going to tell you guys what I used. I'm sorry the whole look isn't finished, but all I have is a clip of me getting ready. So I primed my eyes with the ColourPop Party Proof Primer, and then I used the Kaja Lip Oil, and then I set my eyes with the, I'm just so mad about it, with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Powder. And then for my eyeshadow, I went into the Fantasy Cosmetica Druid palette because I really wanted to get some more use out of this, and I've used this like 3 times in the past month. So I'm glad I got some more use out of it today. This palette is so beautiful. It's so easy to work with, and the mattes are so smooth. So I just used Root in the crease, and then I darkened up the crease in the outer corners with Old Growth. And then I used Bare Form all over the lid. And then I wanted to add that pop of green on the lower lash line, so I went in with Forest, and then I went in with Balance on the inner corner. And it turned out so pretty. So mad. And then I just used Brighter Days from Blend Bunny on the brow bone. And then for my mascara and liner, I just went in with the Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade Limitless Brown. And then I just used the ColourPop Level Up Mascara on the top and bottom lashes. And then for my face, I just primed with the Do It Spray. And then I accidentally used the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, but then I went in with the Say Star Glow Super Gel Primer just a little bit underneath. And I'm almost done with this. I only have like a couple pumps left. I think I'm probably going to be done with this like in 2 weeks maybe, if that, but there's like barely any product left, so that's great. Finished another primer this year. I think I finished, so that'll be 2 primers that I finished this year because I don't really buy primers that much, and primers and powders are definitely the easiest things for me to get through. Like I'm almost done with the Becca powder, so that's good. And then I used the NYX Tinted Skin Veil for my face. And then I used the NYX Serum Concealer underneath my eyes for my concealer. And then I set my under eyes with the Becca powder. And then I set my face with the Pretty Fresh powder. And then for my bronzer, I went into my ColourPop Alviva Beach bronzer because I love this bronzer. I still haven't hit pan on it yet. I keep on seeing like the imprint. This is like such a smooth bronzer. I cannot get over how amazing the quality is of this. Like this is such a good bronzer. It's like such a high-end formula for something that's like $10, and it's just such an incredible bronzer. And then for my blush, I went in with the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso because I've been really wanting to use that one for a while. And then for my highlight, I just went into my Milani one as well. This is the Baked Highlighter in the shade Champagne d'Oro. And then I set my face with the Do It Spray, and then I set my brows with the ColourPop Brow Blush Gel. And then for my lips, I just went into the ColourPop Lippy Stick in the shade Brat Pack, but you guys didn't even see that, so yay. So I really just need to take a picture of each look just to be on the safe side. It's so annoying though to store, but yeah, I'm sorry again about the clip, but at least you'll have a little something to refer to. So yeah, that's it. Bye. Okay, I know I just said bye, but I forgot to tell you guys what I used in the video. So I just used my ColourPop Party Proof Primer, my Kaja Lip Oil, and then the Pretty Fresh Powder by ColourPop. And then for my eyeshadow, I went into the Blend Bunny Cosmetics All Done Up palette because I haven't used this in quite a while, and I keep on pulling it out to use it. So I was like, I just want to use it today finally. And it turned out so pretty. I love this palette. So I went in with Unexpected in the crease. Then I darkened it up with Transform, and then I used Doe-Eyed on the outer corners. And then for the lid, I just went in with Centerfold. And then for the brow bone, I went in with Knockout. And then for the inner corners, I used Starlit. And then I just took some of Transform on the lower lash line. And I really like how it turned out. Super pretty. I always love Blend Bunny. And I just wanted to use it at least once before December. And then for my face, I used my Do It Spray and the Say Star Glow Super Gel Primer. And then I just used my Rare Beauty Tinted Moisturizer in the shade 10N. And then for my concealer, I just used the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the shade 9.5. Then I set my under eyes with the Maybelline Fit Me powder. I just decided to use this one today. And then for my face, I just used the ColourPop Pretty Fresh. And then I just used the Limitless Brown by Makeup Forever on my waterline. And then I used my Act Natural Mascara by ColourPop on the top. And the Lash Discovery by Maybelline on the bottom. And then the only thing I said that I was using was the Marc Jacobs bronzer, but then I also went into the Bare Cheeks palette for my blush, and I just used Just a Touch by Blend Bunny, and that's like my favorite everyday neutral blush. I probably have used this like 5 times or 6 times at this point. I need to start using other products, but it's just such a good everyday. I love this palette so much, you guys. I've used it so much this year. And then for my highlight, I wanted to go into the Forget Me Not palette. And then I used the shade Magical. I could have used this shade, but I feel like I've used that one a bit more. So this one goes just as well. And then I just set with the spray again, and then set with my ColourPop Brow Blush Gel. And then for my lips, I went into my Marc Jacobs lipstick in the shade Aeneas, because I just wanted like this cooler toned nude. So yeah, that's it. Bye! Okay, so hey there guys, so I just want to tell you guys about my makeup look for today. I did work earlier, and it was a pretty annoying day. Like, I mean, the customers, honestly, customers have been so nice lately. I don't know what's in their Kool-Aid, but like, people have just been so nice. So I had a lot of great customers tonight, and I sold a lot of denim actually. But it's just like, we were so short-staffed today that like, it kind of sucked. But I did get through 50 pages of my book at work. I already started The Honeymooners, and I'm loving this book. It's so funny, and I'm already almost halfway through. I'm on page like 150, and it's only a 395-page book, so I read quite a lot tonight, so I can't wait to read more of this. I'm actually really looking forward to it. So anyway, I would have had my makeup on earlier, but I just wanted to sit down and watch a show when I got home. I was so tired. So I primed my eyes with the Anastasia eye primer. I do have a clip of my makeup though, obviously. And then I used the Kaja lip oil, and then I set my eyes with the Urban Decay pressed powder. And then for my eyeshadow today, I decided to mix the Odens Eye Trick or Treat palette with the Merry Christmas Eve palette, because I wanted to use a couple of the mattes from the Trick or Treat palette. So I just used this shade Howl in the crease, and then when I went in like with 3 shades each from both, and then to darken up the crease, I went in with Softly, and then for the outer corners, I wanted to use the dark chocolate brown in this palette, so I just went in with Goblin. And then for the lid, I wanted to go into this shade Fleeting Time. So now I've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shades. I still need to use these 3. I really want to do like a blue look tomorrow with this shade on my lid. And then for the brow bone, I went in with Wicked from this palette right here. And that's everything I used from the Trick or Treat palette. I just used the 3 matte shades, but they were just so pretty mixed together with the shades I used from this. And then for my inner corners and lower lash line, I just went in with Snow Light on the inner corners, and then I went in with Softly again on the lower lash line, and that's it. I really have been enjoying this palette. It's been really fun mixing it with other palettes, and sometimes, like, I know, like, this is an exciting, fun color story. The same thing with the Glaminatrix Rich Romantic palette, and that's the difference between, like, a brand like Odens Eye and a brand like Natasha Denona, is that I love to mix and match indie brand palettes. They're just so much more exciting to me than the I Need a Nude palette. That palette was I'm So Boring to me. That's what it reminded me of, is I'm boring. It just was not for me. I know it's for other people, but it was not for me. And then I just used my Makeup Forever brown liner in the shade Anywhere Brown on the waterline. And then I primed with the Essence Lash Primer. And then for my mascara, I used the Lancome Hypnose Mascara. And then I used the Lash Discovery on the bottom lashes by Maybelline. And then I primed my eyes with the, primed my face, not my eyes, with the Do It Spray and then the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. And then for my foundation and concealer combo, I went in with one of my favorites, which is the Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation and Concealer. I think this is my favorite foundation I've tried this year. It's just phenomenal. I love it so much. I'm like obsessed with it. I could use it like every day and be happy. Like, it's just such a stunning foundation. And then I used the Pat McGrath Labs powder on my set my under eye. Sorry, my light is so bright. Let me turn it down a little. It's like blinding me. There we go. That's a little better. And then I used the Urban Decay Pest powder to set the rest of my face. And then for my bronzer, I went in with the Haus Labs bronzer in the shade Light Level 1. I'm gonna have to, you know, try and film my Best in Beauty at some point. That's gonna take me a long ass time. I feel like I'm not even going to have the time to film it. I'm definitely going to film my eyeshadow palette countdown because I always do that, but it's getting to crunch time soon. And then for my blush, I went in with the Marc Jacobs blush in the shade Flesh and Fantasy because it's just an easy blush to use. And then for my highlight, I'm not opening this, but I used the Glam Light Cookies and Milk highlighter because it's a loose highlighter. It'll literally go everywhere. It's like a really pretty, like, bronzy toned highlight. And then I set my face with the Milk Makeup Spray. And then I set my brows with the e.l.f. Wow Brow. And then for my lips, I went in with the Half Magic Beauty lip liner in the shade Ballerino. And then for my lips, I don't support her anymore, but I wanted to use this lipstick. I still use her products because I paid for them, but I went in with the Jaclyn Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Empowered. I will use Jaclyn's products and I will use like other brands that I don't support anymore because I don't have a personal attachment to them. But you can't catch me using any Gourmand Girls products ever again. Because I had such a personal attachment and we're not saying anything else about that. You can find out for yourself. So yeah, that's it. Bye. I'm actually hanging out with friends tomorrow. I think that's will be the last look of this video. I'm not sure. I keep on losing track. I'm seeing a couple of my friends and we're going to this dog brewery. It's a really cute place and it's actually supposed to be like a bit warmer tomorrow. And then me and my other friend are going to go back to our favorite restaurant, which is Nosh, because my two other friends, I haven't seen them in a while, but they can only hang out till 3 because one of my friends can't really drive at night because he has like it's not cataracts, but he can't really see well at night, so she's gonna drive him to there, which is very sweet because they live all the way in Queens. So it's very nice of them to come out here, but also like they want to go to the dog brewery because they're bringing their 2 dogs. And then yeah, I'm super excited. And then Sunday I'm working. Great. Bye.